What's up guys, name is Ray and welcome to another Genshin Impact video. So ZHONGLI is live on the Asian server, so we won't summon in this video. We want to take our first impressions to the new units. So we want to play Xinyan and ZHONGLI. So how you get to this menu is basically on your PC. You just press F5, otherwise you press like the combo symbol, which is like over here, as you can see. So yeah, just press F5, go to the test runs, and ZHONGLI XINYAN will be live for you. So for Europe, this will be live in 7 hours. So currently it is 11 a.m. for me. We have to wait a couple of hours before we can summon for ZHONGLI. But in today's video, of course, I want to go over everything that is like basically new for now. So besides the test runs, we do have of course the seize the day, which just started today. So just log in every day so you get all the rewards. And we have the new story quest, which you can unlock with adventure rank 40, where you also can play ZHONGLI and test him for a bit. Now let's maybe take a quick look at the banner before we go into the test runs. Yeah, so banner is unchanged. Razor, Xinyan, and Chongyun are rated up. ZHONGLI, the 5-star character. No, we don't want to look at history. We want to look at the details. And as usual, of course, when your last 5-star character wasn't a rate up character, you have a 50-50 chance to pull ZHONGLI in when you hit the 5-star rate. Same goes for the 4-star. You have a 50% chance with your first 4-star to hit one of these three, or either one of the unfeatured characters, which are all of these, which can also be a weapon. Yeah, I think that's easy understandable. I will explain this again as soon as we summon in about 7 hours. I will make the video to summon for ZHONGLI. Now, without further ado, let's hop in and get our first impressions on the characters. Maybe we want to go for ZHONGLI first. You also get 20 Primal Gems by doing this. And let's see how he does work out. So this is my first time playing the character. So let's see. Yeah, this is his 6th attack combo. So he has 6 attacks to fully unleash his combo, which we did saw in the trailer. Maybe you want to go. This was his charged E, where he don't summon a stone steel. Let's wait for the cooldown before we fight some opponents. Yeah, and this is just the normal E if you press it. Yeah, you can see like this field, it does damage in this area. So it is definitely impactful to have a constellation of ZHONGLI, because if you have a constellation of this guy, you can have 2 of these stone steels, because if I do summon another one, the first one will disappear. So maybe let's go and look at the stats of this guy that they give you. So he's level 80. He has like 23,000 HP. Okay, let's take a look at the weapon. Yeah, it is the prototype Grudge. This is a weapon that is craftable at the blacksmith. Then for artifact sets, they give him the Braveheart set, which does attack plus 18%. And yeah, let's maybe go over his constellations. So I think the first one is interesting because it is the most achievable for most of us. It increases the maximum number of stone steels created by Dominus Levitus, which is his E, the stone steel, that may exist simultaneously to 2. So I do think this is very impactful, but it is not needed at all. So you don't need the constellation, but it definitely does change a bit on his strength. Planet before grants nearby characters on the field a Jade Shield when it descends. So this is a shield. I do think this is not as strong as other constellation, but it is still very good. Yeah, this does increase the level by 3 like any other 3rd constellation. I think this is huge. Increases Planet Before's AoE by 20% and increases the duration of Planet Before's petrification affected by 2 seconds. So on the one hand, it is a damage increasement on your ultimate, and it also does increase DCC by 2 seconds, which is huge because on max level, I think on level 6 or level 7, the petrification duration is 4 seconds. And if you can increase this by 2 seconds, it will go up to 6 seconds, which is a very long time. Yeah, this does increase the ultimate by 3 levels, and the last one, when the Jade Shield takes damage, 40% of that incoming damage is converted to HP for the current character, so he does heal himself. A single instant of regeneration cannot exceed 8% of the character's maximum HP. Yeah, so this is a very nice sustainable ability, very strong in my eyes, but I do like, I think this the most. Constellation 4 is the one that I actually do think is the most. Definitely I don't want to summon, of course, for his constellations. So for the showcase we have all his abilities, talents up to level 8. Let's go over these maybe. When the Jade Shield takes damage, it will fortify. Fortified characters have 5% increased shield strength, can stack up to 5 tiles, and last until the Jade Shield disappears. Yeah, pretty nice. This is for the shield. This is very strong. Planet before this additional damage equal to 33% of Zhongli's max HP. So his ultimate additionally scales off on HP. And refunds 50% of the auras used when crafting polyarm type weapons. I don't think that this is too usable because there are currently only 2 polyarm users. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, I think that's it for his abilities. Let's go and take a look how strong he is against these enemies. Okay, the stone steel doesn't disappear actually. Look at the damage. So it does in that area. Then we have, of course, the elemental reaction to get the crystallized shield. So it does AoE damage in this area, which I do think I do really like this. So let's take a look if the damage if the ability does deal damage after you summon it. Okay, now let's now let's use the ultimate. Okay, unfortunately we did kill them all, so we weren't able to look for the petrification animation. So the huge thing on the ultimate is it only costs 40. So I think I don't know, but I think there aren't too many, or if not none of the ultimates only cost 40 energy. And it only has a cooldown reduction of 12 seconds. So you literally can use the ultimate very often. Let's do it again. Okay, so you can see the petrification effect on this guy on the top of the stone. Okay, we're nearly dead because we wanted to, of course, use the abilities. Go for Lisa, go back to Zhongli, summon this. Okay, maybe we want to swap to some characters. Didn't pay too much attention on that. Because I'd like to show off his ability slowly. So let's break the shield of the magician and then use Zhongli's ultimate again. Okay, let's get out of this. Swap to Zhongli, use his ultimate again, and see. Okay, the AoE was not huge enough to kill the magician. So actually I do think that his normal DPS is a bit underwhelming. Of course we don't have the right artifact sets now. I just want to look at the... Can we do it again? Yeah. Let's maybe do another try. But we just want to look at his ultimate again real quick, and after this we want, of course, swap to Xinyan and end the video. So what I definitely do think is that his ultimate is insane. His ultimate is like the strongest ability, one of the strongest abilities in the game. But other than that, I also do think that his E is very solid. So it does scale, of course, with geo damage. So if you have like a geo damage goblet, it would deal a bit more damage. So I think his builds are very versatile, and I actually was not that hyped for this unit, but when I saw the trailer yesterday, I definitely changed my mindset about this unit, and yeah, he's like awesome. definitely really looking forward to try this unit out, and also in the future I think I will do the first impressions with the test runs more often, since I do not know for which units I want to summon. Yeah, I think in this scene you could really see how big the AoE of his ultimate was. So let's maybe charge his ultimate again and then use it to see, especially I want to see the area, how big the area of the AoE is. I do really think, okay, now we can see it again. Let's move back a bit. And okay, it is quite huge. Okay, I think we can end it for ZHONGLI. Let's go and take a look at Xinyan. So people are actually saying that ZHONGLI is not a main DPS, he is more of a supportive character, which from my first impressions I think I have to agree, but definitely I want to test him out with some other artifact sets. Of course, the weapon was not the optimal one, it was an energy recharge weapon, the prototype. Yeah, let's talk about Xinyan. Okay, she has a shield with her E ability. And of course she is a normal 200 sword user, but I do feel like that she is a bit faster. Maybe it does only feel like that. Okay, let's take a quick look at what she has. So for the weapons, they gave her a Favonius Greatsword, which has energy recharge again. They gave her the same artifact set. Let's take a look at the constellations. So I want to go over all constellations again. Upon scoring a crit hit increases attack speed of Xinyan's normal and charge attack. Okay, after you crit, you get attack speed. Rift Revolution's physical damage has its crit rate increased by 100% and will form a shield at Rift Revolution. Which one is this? It is the ultimate, okay. After you use the ultimate, you have a 100% crit chance and you will form a shield at shield level 3. Yeah, of course, this is the increasement for the ability, for the E ability, Sweeper's Furrows. So this is the E ability, swings damage decreases opponent's physical resistance by 15% for 12 seconds. So she can decrease physical resistance. So you may want to build her with physical damage, maybe in combination with fire. Of course, this is the ultimate increasement for the talent. And it decreases the stamina consumption of charged attacks by 30%. Additionally, Xinyan's charged attacks gain an attack bonus equal to 50% of her defense. So you have to use a lot of charged attacks. So I only do think that I do like the first constellations and maybe the second constellation. All the others I don't think are as relevant as the first two constellations in my opinion. Let's take a look at the talents. Yeah, so she does brandishes her instrument, dealing pyro damage. So she does pyro damage. She forms a shield. The shield damage absorption scales based on her defense. So she does scale off with defense, and hitting 0 to 1 enemies grants shield level 1. Hitting 2, yeah, the more enemies you hit, the bigger the shield will be. The shield has the following special properties. When unleashed, it infuses Xinyan with pyro. So as long as she has the shield, she does deal pyro damage. It has 250% damage absorption effectiveness against pyro damage, which I don't think is too relevant because she is a pyro character. Strumming rapidity. Xinyan launches nearby enemies and deals physical damage to them. So the ultimate also does deal physical damage, hyping up the crowd. The sheer intensity of the atmosphere will cause explosion that deal. Okay, pyro damage. What is this? Decreases the number of enemies sweeping fervor must hit the trigger. Okay, this is a very good one. Sorry for that. You can apply the shield a bit faster with this ability. Characters shielded by sweeping deal 50% increase. Oh, this one is huge. I do really like this one. If you have the shield with her E and go over to your next character, the character will have increased damage. So this does definitely work out with ZHONGLI and other physical damage characters. I do think it does really work well with Razor, who is featured in the banner. But we have to test it out. And yeah, this is cooking, which I do think is very irrelevant. Now, let's see. And okay, she does quite some good damage with that ability, and also it does provide a shield. Let's see how she can deal with a melt reaction. Okay, unfortunately we don't have the ability ready. Okay, now let's again. Okay, this was quite some good damage. So the shield is of course stronger the more enemies you hit. Let's maybe use the ultimate. Okay, the area for the ultimate is very small, but it does a very good amount of damage. Yeah, after using Zhongli, I do feel like that this ultimate does need way more energy. So I just played Zhongli like for a couple of seconds. And now it does feel like that Xinyan's ultimate costs way too much. So yeah, it does a lot of damage. I do actually think that this is really good. Definitely I want to summon for Xinyan. So I want to have at least one copy of her, of course, and better, of course, her first or second constellation, because I am actually guaranteed to get a copy of Zhongli, because my last character that I pulled was Mona. So really looking forward. So yeah, from the first impression of Xinyan is I think she is not too or as impressive like as Diana was when I played her at the beginning, but definitely a interesting option, especially like a talent where she can increase physical damage and she does work with shields. I do think like these two in combinations makes her really interesting. In addition to that, she is from the pyro element, so you can really make use out of her. But just from the first impressions, of course, we do really have to test it out. I do think that Bennett will still overclass her in miles in terms of a 4-star pyro character. I was actually thinking that she is a DPS character, but now using her kit, using all her abilities, I think she can be a solid supporter. I won't be able to level up her so soon because I will focus on Zhongli first, since I am guaranteed to get him. And yeah, that's it already for the first impressions. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys do so, like, comment, and subscribe. It would help me out a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. If you guys want to see more Genshin Impact content, videos should pop up on the screen right now. Make sure to check them out, and I thank you for your support.